Hey everyone, so it is Monday, January 11th, and today was my very first day of my second semester of my last year of school. Say that 3 times fast, that's a bit quick. But I decided to do another day in the life for you guys because I like those type of videos and you guys seem to enjoy watching them. But I just finished getting ready and getting dressed, and I actually just got off an hour call. I am doing a practicum placement this semester, so it's kind of like a co-op. It's basically like giving students real work experience, and I'm so fortunate that I was able to get that. But yeah, so we just got off the call and kind of like organized everything, and I kind of know more about like what my semester is going to look like with the organization that I'm with. And I was a little nervous this morning. I was kind of shaky. I'm always nervous for the unknown, like not knowing how things are going to go and everything. But now that I've had everything laid out and I kind of know what's expected of me at this organization and everything, that I feel much better about it, and I'm super happy to be working with this organization. But yeah, so I'm starting all my new classes today. So that class is a practicum class, and then I have 2 full year classes. So I have women in health and physiology that stay the same. There's nothing new about that. And then I have 2 additional classes. So I'm starting a geography of tourism class, and I'm also doing a business class, which I haven't taken business since like high school, and even then it was like not a real business class, and it's called Business Basics for Science students because I'm in health sci. But yeah, so that class is synchronous, so I actually have to be on Zoom for that. But yeah, for now I'm going to start looking at everything and seeing what I have to get organized for today. I'll show you my outfit, I guess, because I was trying to look professional, at least on the top part of my body, because if you're on Zoom or whatever, they can't see what you're wearing. You can wear pajama pants. So this is just what my outfit looks like. I'm wearing this cardigan. It's like a button-up cardigan from Aritzia. I got it for Christmas. And then just some like yoga pant leggings because they can't see you on Zoom, so it doesn't really matter what pants you wear. And then I'm wearing these really like fluffy socks. They're like almost like slipper socks. I got them for Christmas too. Yeah, I'm going to change out of this now, even though it is nice and cute. I just want to be comfortable now for the rest of the day, and I don't have to be professional looking other than for that one call. So I'm going to go change quickly, and I'll see you guys in a second. So I just came into my room to change, and I'm actually wearing this super cute sweater. I don't know if you can see, but it says a Western on it, but it doesn't look like your typical school sweater. It's actually a sweater made by Patched Up by Ada. I'll link her Instagram down below so you can make sure to check it out. She has a ton of different university sweaters, and even if you don't see your university on it, they're all customizable, so you can get her to change the color or whatever, or add your school as well. So it's super awesome. I think it's so cute, like a nice way to like share school spirit. I don't know if you've seen those TikToks, but it's like add a little bit of spice or whatever to your like normal things, and I think this is so cute. I think it doesn't like scream your school, because I feel like a lot of like the typical university sweaters that you get are like huge, and like Western it's like huge across and like all purple and everything. This is just subtle with a little purple butterfly, and it says Western here. I'll link all her information down below, so definitely make sure to check her out. Yeah, so it's now currently 10:50. Our call was actually scheduled for an hour, but it only went like 40-ish minutes. But I think I'm gonna go to the kitchen now and open up my computer and kind of figure out everything that I have to do today, and finish eating my breakfast because I didn't finish eating. I went straight into the call, so I'm gonna do that now. To the couch area just to do some more work. I'm working on my business class. I just have to read this chapter before the class starts, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna do it anyway just because I don't have really anything else to do until I have each of my first classes, so they can kind of like lay out the land of the course. So I've been working for a bit, and now I'm going to fill up my water and I think make some lunch. I'm trying to like drink more water this year because I didn't drink a lot the last like couple months, and I don't know, I felt it like in my skin, and I feel like also I'm just more tired if I don't drink it. So I'm going to fill it up with my Brita and drink it in this water bottle. This water bottle does have like times that you're supposed to like drink at, but like I think it starts at like 7 a.m. and I'm not going to be awake at 7 a.m. so I don't really follow that, but I should start following it maybe more for the afternoon because it starts at 1, and it is 12:30 now, so maybe I'll start filling that up and then start drinking that according to that today. We shall see. Now 2:08, and I'm going to be making myself some lunch, and I actually got this little griddle thing from my parents for Christmas, so I'm going to use that. I've used it a couple times at home, and it's like a little like circular little thing, so cute. And I think like one of my New Year's goals more is to like cook more. And I mean, this is not really cooking, but you know, at least it's doing something. I don't know, but yeah, this is just what it looks like if you can get it out of the box. It's this cute little teal color, and I have to go and heat that up. Okay, so I just plugged it in over there, and then while it's plugging in, I'm going to butter these sides of my bread. Also, I didn't say what I'm making. I'm making just like a grilled cheese with like some meat inside, so nothing crazy, but just like a little different than I normally make. Making my food, and I just have my grilled cheese here on the plate. So I ended up cutting it in half while I was like putting it in the little griddle thing, just so it would fit fully, because it is pretty small, but it worked out. I have my little sandwiches here, and I have some more salami, and then obviously ketchup because I love ketchup, and then some orange juice. But yeah, it worked to cut them in half, and now I'm going to enjoy that and watch some YouTube before my class. So it's around 3:20 now, which means I'm going to be heading on to my Zoom call in about 10 minutes. It's 3:30 to 5, and it's both Monday and Wednesday, and this is the business basics for science students class. Say that 10 times fast. But yeah, so I have that for an hour and a half, and then I'm going to probably, I don't know if I'll make dinner yet because I had lunch not too long ago, but maybe then finish the textbook reading that I didn't get to finish right before the class, but that's okay. I got most of it done, and then yeah, do any other work that I have to do.
So let's talk about agenda here. Like I said, I'm going to go over the slides and you'll see.
So I just finished my class, and it went till around 5, and I'm exhausted. I don't know why. I feel like because I haven't had like fully synchronous classes ever, really, because all my classes have really been asynchronous, at least last semester. I had like a couple of like little Zoom discussions, but no like actual class. That sitting in front of a lecture for an hour and a half and like actually having to like focus in and pay attention is hard now. And because typically if I was like starting to like get distracted or whatever, like I could take a break from doing my lecture and like do something else, whereas this I need to like zone in because she's only saying it once and there's no recording of it. So I'm a little tired, but I'm probably gonna make dinner in a bit, and that light is like really bright behind me. Actually, I just got these new light bulbs from Canadian Tire. They're just like smart light bulbs. You can probably get them anywhere, even on Amazon, but I can like control the color of it. So I'm gonna like, ooh, there we go. I made it like red. I can make it pink. Ooh, is this like a better lighting for like a real talk? Ooh, it kind of like matches my sweater. I can make it like a teal green. I kind of like the like purpley pink. I'm gonna go for this. I think it's pretty cool. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my little New Year's goals and resolutions that I have been thinking of. I wrote a couple down and I want to like tell you guys them, so comment down below if you have any goals. You don't even have to call them like goals or resolutions, just like things you want to do this year. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my first one is cook more often and eat healthier foods. I never really learned how to cook, and I kind of just make like the basic simple things if I did cook. So recently I bought an gluten-free and dairy-free cookbook, so I don't eat dairy because I'm allergic to dairy. I'm not gluten-free, but it just came with this book together and I like the recipes in it, so I'll just like substitute anything that they add for the gluten-free alternative for a regular alternative. But there are tons of recipes in here, and you're probably saying, Sarah, you can probably find a bunch of recipes online, and yeah, you probably can, but I can't think of even a recipe that I want to do. So having like it all set out in front of me gives me the options, whereas I couldn't even think, I want to make a whatever type of pasta. Like I can't even think that. So having everything here is awesome, and I'll link this down below for you guys if you want to check it out. It was like 20 bucks. And my next one is to wake up earlier. So yeah, basically in itself, just want to wake up a little bit earlier and kind of get a head start to the day and not do as many things like school-wise throughout the end of the day and more in the beginning of the day. Also, I would like to exercise more if I can, so that is another thing that I'm trying to do. The second last one is to embrace my curls more. So obviously not these curls are used by heat, but I have naturally curly hair, so I want to just be able to find different products and things that will work best for my hair and everything. I got a Denman brush. I cannot remember where I put it. Actually, I think I know where I put it. I got a Denman brush. It just looks like this. It's still in the box because I haven't had my hair curly yet, but it just looks like this, and it has like these soft bristles and everything. And I've seen it all over TikTok and YouTube. It's like a certain way to brush it through your hair that helps separate your curls to help them form curls better and not be as frizzy, because the one thing that I really don't like about my curls is that they're frizzy, but if this helps get rid of that, that's awesome. So if you guys know any videos or anyone down below who's used this before, let me know. But yeah, I just want to embrace my curls more and reduce the damage on my hair because it's very damaged. And then finally, I want to spend less money. Now, that one's quite hard for me because I will buy the most randomest things. Amazon is literally my kryptonite. I love Amazon. I probably should start doing more Amazon hauls considering all the different things that I've got. Maybe I'll do some more on TikTok, so follow me on TikTok, link down below. But anyways, I want to stop spending as much money as I do on just random things. Not necessarily that I make huge purchases, it's just random items here. Like, I bought this brush, I bought this cookbook, like I bought a chapstick. Like, I just buying random things. So I want to stop doing that. Although each of these 3 things has a purpose because I need them, I want to stop buying the more random things that I don't really need. But yeah, those are my little goals and resolutions. So comment down below if you have any goals or resolutions for this new year. And now that I have rambled on for you for about 5 minutes, I am going to continue to do my work and then hopefully tonight make a recipe with my new cookbook. So we'll see how that goes. So it is around 5:45 now. I'm going to start making dinner just because it's going to take a while, and I'm going to be using my recipe cookbook and also another recipe that I found online. I'm combining them. I'm doing a zucchini noodle pasta with baked balsamic chicken, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going full out and trying this, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to start by prepping the chicken because it takes longer, and then the pasta doesn't take as long. Just making the chicken, and then that takes about like 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to start that first and then work on the pasta. So I have seasoned the chicken and now it is in the skillet and it's going to fry, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. So the chicken is cooking now in the oven. It has to cook for 15 minutes while I'm making the glaze. And then once the glaze is done, I'm going to glaze it on top of the chicken and then put it back in for another 5 to 10 minutes. So while that's beginning to cook, I'm going to start the zucchini noodle pasta. So doing lots at once, and I don't know if I should have started beginner cooker trying to try multiple different things, but I'm trying to do it, so we'll see how it turns out. So I just took the chicken out and brushed the balsamic glaze onto the top of the chicken, and then I put it back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes. So now I'm going to start with my zucchini noodles, and I'm going to start making them because they're pretty quick. I just finished making my food, and yes, I changed into a different top because I was worried I was going to get splattered, but it just looks like this. Here, I'll turn it around. Looks like this. So this is the chicken. I cut it up just to make sure it was fully cooked. And then the zoodles, they look a little weird, but it's just because they were frozen, so they were kind of a little mushy, but I kind of like that. Then I add some cheese on top. And yeah, for a first time cooking a intricate meal, this is an intricate meal in my books, I think I did okay. So I'm going to enjoy my meal, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm done eating and I'm back in my room, and I think I'm just gonna end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed a little day in my life on the very, oh my god, here's the tongue twister again. My first day of my second semester in my last year of school. There we go. I got it this time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think after this, I'm going to do a little bit more work on the couch, and then, what time is it? It's 7. And then at 10, I think we're going to watch The Bachelor. But yeah, it's only the first day of school. There hasn't been that much that I can even do because some classes haven't even put their entire like pages on our websites. So there's not much I can do to prepare ahead. So I think I'm going to take the time while I can to relax a little bit because, as I said, it's just the first day of school. And I made the lighting red to match the red top that I changed into because I changed out of my sweater that I absolutely am in love with from Patched Up by Ada. I didn't want to get it ruined while I was cooking. But again, make sure to check out her Instagram. I will leave a link down below. And yeah, you can get yourself an awesome sweater. But yeah, thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.